Welcome to Rome into Yoga. If you're new here, I'm Casey Rome, and thanks for joining me today. Make your way to your yoga mat and slowly lower down one vertebrae at a time. Take a full body stretch. Point your toes, extend your arms long, flex your feet, draw your hands to heart center, and select an intention for your yoga stretch. It can be a word or phrase. Place a bend in your knees and grab your yoga strap if you're using one today. Place the strap around the ball of your right foot. Hug your arms into your side body and lift and lower your foot a couple of times. Next time you lift up, find stillness. Extend the left leg long if you want a little bit more of a stretch. Notice that you have a generous bend in your right knee. No need to hyperextend today. Remember, this is your yoga stretch for your body. Draw your chin down and back. Soften the muscles all along your face. Transfer your yoga strap to your left hand and put your right arm in the T position. Now draw your right foot towards your left ear, but not past it. So you should feel a stretch in your right IT band. Breathe through this. Try to keep grounding that right hip into the mat. Now stack the hips and completely lower the right foot down and feel the twist in your body. Now the right foot doesn't have to touch the floor today, so find your edge. Take your gaze towards your right. Now in this posture, if your neck is starting to kind of feel uncomfortable, please walk over to your bedroom, grab your pillow, and support your neck. I want you to feel good while you stretch out your body. Yoga is about sensation and feeling, not about pain. So close your eyes. Now transfer your yoga strap to your right hand and lower your foot towards the right. Now notice if your left hip and gluteus max begins to come up off the ground. Well, you could be stretching a bit too far. So if you need to put your left hand on the left hip to keep reminding yourself to push it back down, please do so at this time. Or if you're very flexible and you've been here before, put your left arm in the T position. Draw your navel point in and up. Flex your feet. Create some space in your toes. And focus on the posture at hand. Remember, if you think about what is to come, you will miss out on the right here and the right now. Remove the strap from your foot. Place a bend in your knees and take the strap and wrap it around the left ball of the foot. Takes a moment to get there. That's completely okay. Inhale, lift the foot up. Exhale, lower your foot down. A little bit of movement before stillness. Once you're ready, flex your foot up towards the ceiling. Pause. And if you want a little bit more of a stretch, extend your right leg long. Flex your right ankle. Notice that your hips are parallel. Draw your navel point towards your spine. Keep a generous bend in your left knee. Flex your left ankle. Bring your toes a little bit closer to your face. A little bit more. Find your edge. Notice that your arms are hugged into your side body. Breathe in and breathe out. Now transfer the yoga strap to your right hand and drag your left foot towards your right ear. You should feel the stretch all along your left IT band. It's not a very grand movement. It's subtle. It's just a couple of inches over towards your right. Now lower your left foot all the way down and stack your hips at this time. Feel the stretch. And you can either lower your foot on the floor or keep it dangling in the air, and it can be supported by your yoga strap. Notice that your right hand is not, you're not clenching your strap to death. You just have a firm grip on it. It doesn't need to be a death grip. So ease up on yourself a bit. Transfer the strap to your left hand and open up your left foot towards the left. Keep both of your ankles flexed. Notice if your right hip is starting to float in the air. If it is, gently guide it back towards the ground. Keep pressing it into the ground. Your right glute should gently be resting on the yoga mat. Both glutes, actually. Release the strap. Place a bend in your knees and gently rock from left to right a couple of times. Massage out your low spine. You did a lot of leg stretching. Take care of you. Breathe in and breathe out. Grab your yoga strap again and wrap it around both feet this time. Place a micro bend in your knees and push your feet into the yoga strap. Hug your arms into your side body and feel the stretch in your legs at this time. If you're thinking about what you're going to do after your yoga practice, maybe making a list of all these things, that will be there waiting for you once you're done. Release the strap, and the easiest way for you, come to a seated position. Draw all four corners of the right foot into the left thigh. Flex your left foot and wrap the strap around the foot. Sit up tall. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Draw your navel point in and hip hinge forward. Hip hinge forward, back and forth a few times, and then find stillness. Now, it's so easy to just round down in this posture. I'm guessing that's what you do at your desk or when you're sitting on the couch just texting on your phone. But during your yoga practice, I want you to have a long, lengthened out spine. You can crunch outside of this class, but please, please don't crunch when you're with me, even if you can only come just a little bit. Now, release the posture and step your right foot and place it on the left outside of your hip. Take your left elbow and hook it onto your right knee and try looking over your shoulder. If you can't look all the way over your shoulder today, that's okay. Keep your gaze forward, close your eyes, and focus on your breath. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, release through your mouth. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, release through your mouth. Release the pose. Extend the leg long. Gently rock the feet out from side to side for just a bit. And then place all four corners of your left foot into your right thigh. Place the yoga strap over your foot. Sit up tall. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Bend and straighten your spine a couple of times. Now find stillness. Draw your low belly in and up. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Hip hinge forward. Don't round down. Resist the urge to round down. If it's uncomfortable for you to keep a strong, straight spine, just sit up in this posture. Sometimes just the act of sitting up straight is a tough yoga move. Now take your left foot and place it on the outside of your right thigh. Take your right hand and hook it over your foot and look over your left shoulder. Twist a little bit more. Come a little bit farther. Sit up straighter. You can do it. Now, if you're experiencing any pain, that's not sensation. I want you to chase sensation, not pain. My yoga classes are designed to make you feel good. So if something doesn't ever make you feel good, don't do it. Okay, now the easiest way for you, come to the hands and knees position. Separate your knees hip-width distance apart. Draw your low belly in, round. Exhale, release, curve the spine. Inhale, lift up, rounded, back. Exhale, curve the spine. Bring a little bit of movement into your body. Does this feel good? Does it not? Never pass judgment on yourself. You're just collecting data. Extend the right leg long and step it in between your hands. Now, come to a lengthened out short lunge. Place your hands on your hips and lean forward. Place your hands at heart center if you want to increase the balance. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Breathe in your nose and out through your mouth. Now come down towards the floor and clasp onto the foot with your right hand. Take a twist, and you can either look up, straight ahead, or down at the floor. There's no wrong answer right here. Just do what feels best in your yoga body. I'm so glad you made it here and you made time for you. Sometimes the hardest part is just rolling out your mat. And then once you're there, it's like, I'm here. I'm so grateful. Step the foot back, return to hands and knees. Extend the left leg long and step it in between your hands. Come to that short lunge. Place your hands on your hips and come slightly forward. For a little bit more, draw your hands to heart center. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Draw your chin down and back. Draw your navel point towards your spine. Place the right hand on the ground and clasp the left hand to the right foot. Take a twist. Open things up on the other side. Twist it out. Wring it out. Anything in your life that you can envision wringing out, do so now. Remember, it's your life. You only get one of them. Lower your foot down, return to hands and knees. And step your feet hip-width distance apart. Keep a generous bend in your knees. I want you to try to keep your spine nice and straight. Clasp your hands behind you. Lower them down towards the mat. They're probably not going to touch the mat unless if you're extremely flexible. Place your hands into your shins and take a flat back stretch. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Unclench your jaw. Breathe deeply. And then place your hands into the mat. Step your feet back. Firmly press your hands. Place a generous bend in your knees and begin to pedal your feet out. Don't be afraid to take up space in this position. Feel the stretch in your body. How does this feel? Slowly lower the knees towards the mat. Press your big toes together. Sit your hips back onto your heels. Walk the hands forward. And rest the top of the forehead onto the floor beneath you. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Walk your hands just a little bit further. Lengthen things out just a little bit more. Breathe deeply. Walk your hands towards the right and feel the stretch all across the left side of your body. Can you feel the left underarm opening up? Is it causing any tension in your body? How does it feel? Breathe in and breathe out. On your next breath, walk your hands to the opposite side and feel the stretch all along the right side of your body. Close your eyes and breathe deeply. It's so easy to let your mind wander, but keep gently guiding it back to the right here and the right now. Come back to the words of your intention that you set at the beginning of today's yoga practice. Make your way onto your belly, place a bend in your elbows, and feel the stretch in your upper back. Curl your toes under, and then let the tops of your feet rest onto the mat beneath you. The easiest way for you, lower all the way down, place your arms in a goalpost position, and drag your right knee up towards your right elbow. Now, I'm not in frame, so you can't see this, so I hope that my direct action has cued you to get into this creeping posture. Take your gaze towards your right. If your right elbow has lifted up or lowered down, bring it back to the alignment. Right elbow in line with right shoulder. Knee can be higher or lower, whatever your flexibility is. Things will open up over time. Lower the leg back, extend it long, and drag your opposite knee to your opposite elbow. Take your gaze in the opposite direction. Close your eyes and breathe into this posture. Feel the stretch in your hips. Relax. Release this pose and come to hands and knees. On your next breath, lift your right hand long and thread it through. Let your right shoulder blade rest on the mat and walk your left hand forward. Now, if your feet begin to creep in towards one another, gently guide them back to hip widths distance apart. It's so easy for one of those little footsies to want to knock up onto the other. Just keep bringing it back. You can do it. It's these subtle movements, in my opinion, that make a great yoga practice. As your body calls you out, press into your left hand, return to hands and knees, lift the left hand up towards the ceiling, thread it through the right, rest the left shoulder blade onto the ground, and then walk the right hand forward. Now, if your arm can't completely straighten out, that's okay. Meet yourself where you're at. You are exactly where you need to be. Remember, the most important thing is you showed up for you, you made time for you, and things will open up over time. As a yoga teacher who teaches restorative and basic stretches, people think they should just one yoga class and flexible as Gumby. I am not flexible as Gumby. So maybe you are, but don't beat yourself up if you're not. So return to the hands and knees position and flip your palms in the opposite direction, your fingertips towards your toes. Feel the stretch in your wrists and see if you can kind of lean the hips back just a little bit. If you look at the screen, it doesn't even look like I'm moving because I'm telling you, I am feeling the stretch of the wrists when I do this move. Maybe you're all the way hips on heels. That would be good for you. Release the posture. Come to a seated position and cross the right foot over the left. And it's going to rest just above the left knee. Circle the foot out a few times, and then circle your foot out in the opposite direction. Breathe in and breathe out. Release the side and then pick up the left ankle and place it just above the right knee. Circle your foot out a few times. Create space in your toes. And then circle your ankle out in the opposite direction. Close your eyes. Breathe deeply. And things should open up. Lower the foot down. And the easiest way for you, lay down onto your yoga mat. Firmly press all four corners of the feet together. Let the knees lower down towards the floor. Clasp your hands up above your head, and then pick up your upper body and move it towards the right. Feel the stretch all along the left side of your body. Does this side feel any differently compared to the beginning of class? Do your hips feel open? Do they feel tight? Are you relaxed? Return to center and then make your way over to the right side. Feel the stretch all along the top of your chest and underarms. Breathe in and breathe out. Close your eyes. If you're clenching your jaw, soften it at this time. Notice as your breath begins to slow. You've done a lot today, but most importantly, you made time for you. Return to center. Extend the legs long. Shake out the arms, shake out the head. Place a bend in your knees. Draw your knees in towards your chest and gently rock from left to right a few times. Massage out your low back. Find stillness and clasp your hands onto your feet and draw your knees towards your underarms. Feel the stretch in your body. Draw your chin down and back and lift through the crown of your head. Breathe deeply. Bring your knees a little bit closer to your underarms. Pull your feet down a little bit more. Release the feet. And then if you've got a free wall, make your way there this time. You don't need a yoga wall for this next posture, but it can feel nice. Scoot your bum up to the wall. Walk your feet up and relax the back of your legs against the wall. Flex your ankles and then clasp your hands up overhead and take a stretch. Now, if you have a sandbag, grab it at this time and place it on the tops of your feet. And also, I'm super jealous because I want a sandbag, but for whatever reason, I don't buy them. When I was able to go to yoga classes more frequently in person, that was my favorite part, was legs up the wall with a sandbag. So my question for you is, have you tried this? If not, let me know. If you love it too, let me know. If you hate it, let me know. I just want to know what you like so I can create a class that you enjoy and come back to often for free. Flex your ankles. Breathe. Find your edge. And know that you're here in the last seconds of this posture. Lower your arms down along your sides. Bend your knees. Turn to one side. Back away from the wall. I know you want to stay there all day. I know it's hard to resist. Then come to a comfortable seated position. Draw your hands to heart center. And always, always commend yourself for making time for you. Hope you have an awesome day, and please let me know what kind of yoga video you'd like to see.